Hello my dear friends, this is a PaintyKat. My name is Catherine and today we're going to paint this adorable blue teeth and hydrangea flowers around. This is demonstration for real-time video. Please go on my Patreon tutorial real-time available for free. Just go link below and we can create this painting in real time together with all comments. Here I just wanted to share you the main steps how to do. If you already have experience in watercolor, it will be just enough for you. If you need detailed comments about color mixing, where and what to do, what color take, what brush to choose, of course for you I recommend real-time version of this tutorial, so welcome. Again, this is for free. Also on Patreon you can find this sketch printed on just a usual print paper and transfer it to good quality watercolor paper as I just did. First step we're gonna do, this is the basic layer, color layer for the bird. I will use lemon yellow and blue. Actually, you can find real photos of these blue teeth in the internet. I recommend to you to do. And you'll get the main idea how this bird looking. It will help to create a more natural look. And first we're using wet and wet technique. We're mixing colors on a chest, on a neck, as well on a wing, spreading a little bit with big brush, big watercolor brush. Also, this is black line around an eye. Again, I don't like black, so this is sepia. By the way, if you will follow Patreon link and paint with me real time, be prepared. I will repeat sepia word million times because here we're gonna use this shade a lot, just a lot, because we're gonna have a sepia background. That's it, hat is done. Also, this wing now completely dry, so we can use another technique. We're painting on a dry paper. It's giving us more sharp look. For legs as well. We don't need here any soft lines around. For example, on a head, you can check there is a really soft line because it's feathers, really tiny feathers. So, and some details, the bird can be soft at some outline harder. And the next, it's hydrangea flower. Can be tricky to paint it because this is lots of in one. And how to paint it really realistic. First, create most easy flowers inside of big shape. After, create some petals around. Here we're using wet and wet. You can add color inside of wet petals. Just be sure first layer of your watercolor it's always light and soft. All other detailings will be deeper shaded. And again, about this, flowers as well. First layer, light and soft looking. For more interesting look, for better color variation, on this flower I used mix. It's a mix of carmine and red. You can pick whatever colors you like because this kind of flowers can be so different. It can be blue and green, violet and green, pink, yellow, white, so many adorable, really. I just love this kind of flowers. It's just a little bit hard for me to pronounce it. Hydrangea. Next step, we have to wait. First layer have to be dry, and we creating dark areas around each petal we created on the previous step. Just fill all white empty areas between with a deeper shaded carmine. To mix deeper shaded carmine, I actually like to mix the Mother Lake red, but it's up to you. You can add violet, you can add a little bit of blue. Just check shade you're getting on a separate piece of paper. Just check how it's looking. If it's looking well, you can put it on your watercolor. As soon as all empty areas filling with color, we're getting the main shape, the final shape of this hydrangea flower. It's easy, right? Because actually we just painted only 2 full-sized flowers. All others, it's a separate tiny petals around. That's it. Size of hydrangea can be really huge. It really can be so big. Size of my painting not big enough to create a really huge plants, but if you want to paint on a bigger size, you can create, of course, a bigger sized flower on it. This way, just paint more normal shaped flowers inside. After, again, separate petals all around and fill areas between with darker color. That's it. Just repeating the same, because different parts of flowers I will have on the left and right side of compositions. It's not just a greeting card, it's a really painting in the end, so we have to plan it well. I already shared to you steps we have to do. So while these flowers getting dry, I can work on another one, isn't it? Color mixing just the same. Carmine, a little bit of red as a first layer. Here on the left side, it's just one normal flower with 4 petals looking on us, and all other parts it's just separate petals around, because here it's the small piece of flower. Right part of hydrangea already dry, so I can feel distances, wide areas between flowers with a deeper shaded carmine plus Mother Lake red. By the way, check, I starting with petals layer 1 with a big brush. As soon as I'm moving to detailing, my brush now smaller, it's number 1. Just for better control, you know, smaller detail, smaller brush, there is a rule. That's it, and as a layer 3 there is a tiny dark spots. Be accurate, here we're gonna have a green leaf. Watercolor, transparent, so green not gonna cover red completely, but together in mixing it's will for sure will give a brown. We don't need it, we don't want it, so don't go with red colors, with the pink colors under the future greens. Same detailing on the left. Again, my friends, if you already have experience with watercolor, you can pick just a main idea, just some techniques from this painting and create your own. If you need detailed comments about each step, welcome on my real-time tutorial. Flowers almost done. Later we will detail it with white gouache. And it's time to paint some green leaves, twigs and stems. I like gentle green. I don't really am fond of bright, juicy green, like grass green. I like it gentle, and to get a softer looking, naturally looking green, I usually mix there a bit of brown. Sometimes it can be yellow sometimes. Again, try your own mixes. It's very possible you have not the same watercolor as I do. This is a White Nights. It's very popular locally. It's also available on Amazon. You can find it there. But still, we have so many watercolors now around the world, and probably you will have your own. Very possible. Just, take a piece of paper, try what color you're getting, what mixing you're getting from your own watercolor. Next, it's a green color, leaves. We have two sides of each leaf, right? Front side, back side. On front side, hydrangea leaves usually juicy green, kind of dark green, and the bottom part can be brighter, not that green. So I used more sepia. Again, sepia here is just the main color. As soon as we already have here yellow on our T-bird, use the same yellow on the leaves. In the end, it will give more balanced look, more balanced if you have same color in different parts of your painting. We going to create a second layer detailing on leaves as well in this tutorial. I didn't share to you this technique before, so be ready for it. And the main advice I can give to you, try to create really light green leaves first, as a first layer. That's it, not too dark, green enough, happy with it, and green leaves need to be dry again. Watercolor needs a patience because you have to wait till previous layer getting dry. While we're waiting, we can work on our bird detailing. Some feathers, some blending. Maybe some areas will looking better with a deeper tone. And again, the eye, there you can use now black. Detailing for legs, again, you can have my comments and real-time process on a Patreon. You're welcome, guys. Plan for this composition at least 1.5 hours. It's if you are experienced artist. If you're not, it's better to split this painting for 2 or 3 days and spend, I think, about 2 or 3 hours even. I now detailed well. Don't worry if you have no white area inside an eye, we will correct it later with white gouache. And next, as I promised, it's layering for leaves, and the next layer will give us better detailing. Most of leaves have veins on it, and this time we will create lighter veins. Usually no any issues if you want to create darker veins. You just paint it and that's it. If you want to create lighter, you need to think what to do actually. You can paint it later with white, acrylic or gouache. I don't really fond of it. I like transparency of watercolor and I want to keep it. So I really recommend to you learn how to use 2 layered leaves with the veins. First layer light and next layer it's areas between veins, and we're leaving veins without any painting now. And you can see the result. It's very looking detailing, looking realistic. It's very easy to do. Veins can be bigger or more tiny. Doesn't really matter. But in the end, it's looking really nice, isn't it? And it's kind of fast, to be honest. Once you get the idea, once you will try it and you will get the process right, you will understand it, all other times you will use it without any problems at all. Leaves almost done. This technique also very nice for petals. For example, if you're painting roses, any other flowers, the same, especially if size of your flower really big on your painting. Bigger size giving better detailing again. So there we even can create veins on petals. And the next big step, you even can take a small rest between two these big parts of composition. This is a background. And sepia, hello again. I can't say this is my favorite shade, but I'm using it a lot really. Main idea, we're creating colorful foreground and one color monochronical background. It's just very liquid sepia, very light. You can find shape of background on my sketch, or you can check it on a final work. It's also available on my Facebook and on my Patreon for free. You can check it and just follow the main shapes. All foreground have to be absolutely dry at this moment. This way we cannot care about watercolor can go into wrong areas. That's why I actually told you can take a small rest between two parts. And we have important areas here. First area, it's a leaf behind the bird, because this leaf going from sepia to green. It's a sepia on the background, it's green when it's connected to the green stem. The same next connection area, it's here. Look, green leaf transferring to sepia area, and then while it's connecting to sepia stem, it's going on a background part. This details where we have areas where we have transfer from color to sepia, giving us ability to unite two different grounds in one painting. We have foreground which is colorful, background which is monochronical, but transferring areas giving the final result, final look. The same here on the left corner, it's a sepia flowers. Again, I told you I'm gonna repeat this color again and again because here I'm using it just a lot of times. mix sepia plus red together, and this is area where we transfer foreground to background. I still have green from the leaves on my palette, so I will put my sign now. And the next step I will detail my painting with white gouache. It's a white in eye, inside just a small dot. It's a small feathers, it's a middle details in flowers. It can be any detail you like on your painting. Just remember, more details we painting in the center of attention. As soon as white gouache already dry, we can color it a little bit. Color it, look. Detailed comments about how to color gouache again on real-time tutorial on Patreon. If you already know this technique, you don't need lots of comments about it. And we already painted the same way before on the previous bird. We're almost there. We're close to complete our painting. But remember, we still have to light chest of our bird, and this is another technique for watercolor. If you need to create, for example, shadow, and you want to keep wet and wet visual as I want for my bird, just put clear water on the whole area. It's a chest and a tail for this bird, and after you can do whatever you want. You can add more colors, you can work wet and wet. Just don't rub too much paper. Spread gently colors you adding in this wet area, and you will get wet in wet on a colorful previous layer. That's it. It's really easy, just try it. We will use it in the future, so sign up to my channel for more interesting tutorials. Also, I will be really happy to see your own paintings. You can share to me on Patreon community wall and also in Facebook. If you have any questions about this tutorial, don't be shy to ask me in comments on YouTube. I will happy to help you to improve your painting skills. It was a PaintyKat, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye.